Well, as we cross up over Kohala, this is where the island transforms again back to the dry side. It happens real fast, too. Town of Waimea on our left. Waimea is home to the Parker Ranch headquarters. Most of this land out here is owned by Parker Ranch, huge cattle ranch. Used to be the largest in the whole United States. It's still in the top 5. Also, Waimea is home to Merriman's Restaurant. You guys been to Merriman's? Heard about it? Best restaurant on the island, most people would say. Just in case you ever were looking for the best restaurant. I bet yesterday they probably were booked out for 6 months leading up to. But yeah, Merriman's is good. We're going to head down to the shoreline, and we'll head out over the water, take a left turn, and we'll check for some whales on the way back into the heliport. Cross our fingers.
We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii.
Ooh, the surf is getting bigger and bigger, and you can tell all the way from out here 2 reasons. Number 1, all that murky, muddy water. That's the waves, when they get real big, they start churning up the shoreline and just making a big mess. It'd be terrible snorkeling today. It'd be all murky water and waves bashing you around. But, of course, this is what a lot of the surfers are looking for. And same as we were talking about before, when it gets like this, you got to be real careful when you're down at the beach getting in the water. That water is way more powerful than it looks. Most times it's neck and spine. People get banged into the ground from the waves, you know.
The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Oh, last night in my dreams I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach.
Maui in the distance, way out on the right, you could see it under the clouds. Actually, we can also see Kaho'olawe and Lanai. To the left of Maui, there's 2 little islands. You can just see them barely in the haze out there under the clouds. The close one is Kaho'olawe. That's the one the military did a lot of bombing on, and nobody ever lives. Nobody lives out there, really. It's just kind of a desolate old bombing ground. And then behind is Lanai. Maui from here, we could actually get to Maui quicker from here than going back to the volcano. It's closer, just barely. We're just past the halfway point.
I wish you were here with me, walking on the beach in Hawaii.
Best beaches Big Island has to offer. They're coming up on the west side of the island, of course, the left side here. It's a whole bunch right through here, like five beaches, but the 2 biggest ones, Hapuna Beach, Mauna Kea Beach is first, Hapuna Beach is second. These 2. And of course, because those are the best beaches, that's where the first big resort was built on this side of the island, the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel. 1965, opened by Lawrence Rockefeller.
On the beach in Hawaii.
Well, the surfers were all down there this morning. Yep, there's still some down there. Although, as the day goes on, and later in the day, typically, even though the waves are big, the surfers kind of die out because they want that offshore breeze. They want the wind blowing from land to sea, but in the afternoon, usually it reverses, goes from sea to land, and it kind of wrecks their waves. They don't work as well. Yeah, there's still surfers down there. You can see them in the water, a bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. This wave, by the way, it only goes when the waves pick up like this. Most of the time, over here, it's nice and calm. Very clear water.
Oh, I wish you were here with me.
This is what the surfers are waiting for. Keep an eye out for those whales. Definitely, we're in the zone now. They could be out here anywhere. Sometimes if the waves get too big, they literally just close the beach. Too dangerous. They don't want people getting hurt. They haven't done that yet. There's still tons of people down at Hapuna. Hapuna Beach is always more busy than Mauna Kea Beach because they've got a huge parking lot. Easy to get into. Mauna Kea Beach here, the problem is it's a little tiny parking lot, which is great if you want to be alone at the beach, but it sucks if you go late because there's no parking and you can't. They'll turn you away at the gate. They say, sorry, it was full. There's something in the water right in front of us here. Probably a whale right up here. There's more whales way out there too. We're gonna this whole area potentially we have whales, so just watch careful. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a mom and a baby. So earlier there was a full bunch of whales over this way. I want to head over and see if they're still there. I think they are. Kind of later in the whale season, the later we get into the whale season, it starts to be, the moms all come and have their babies, and then it's time to make more babies. And they start stacking up. You see big groups of whales. It's like they're all the guys are chasing one lady, you know. I think that's what's been going on here today. There was like 8 of them all together out here. There's one. There's a breach way in the distance. That's far out. There's something going on. There are 2 breaches out there. Do you see that? Way out there. There's whales right in front.